has a student who is on class suspension. She's had an exemplary morning. She's on a half day, so she has the opportunity to win her way back into the community. But because some of her behavior has cost you all learning time, you have to welcome her back into the learning community. So Margarita has prepared an apology. She's a little nervous, but she's going to try not to giggle as she reads it. If she does, it's not that she doesn't take it seriously, it's because she's embarrassed. After she reads her apology note, Margarita and I are going to step outside into the hallway, and you are going to take a silent vote. You're going to give a thumbs up if you would like to welcome her back into the learning community. You're going to give a thumbs down if you don't. I would encourage you to take this process seriously. Please sit up straight. Because all of your learning is affected by one another. You're all part of a community. So Margarita is going to share her learning. You guys will take a silent vote, and Mr. Burgeleen will count. And if the majority votes her back in, she'll come back, and if not, she'll remain on high seat.
So, you eyes up here. So, you heard Ms. Conley, right? So, we've had some instructions, and we know how valuable opinion, maybe not right, how valuable the learning of everyone in our community is. But before we vote, the only thing I'm going to ask is everyone please put your heads down, because I want this to be just your opinion. I need all heads down. I see any eyes, please, American not one directions. Heads down. And you're all members of our community. Everyone's learning. But first, thumbs up if you think we should welcome back Margarita to our learning community day. Angel R, Arturo. You are, please cover your eyes. Arturo, you have an iron. Come here. Please hold your thumb up high to make sure that I can get an accurate count. Put your thumbs down. Please keep your heads down. Heads down. Thumbs down if you feel like this is not the right time to welcome Margarita back to our community. Thumbs down. Heads up. Eyes up here. So, so, pretty much overwhelmingly, you guys want to welcome back Margarita as full member, not an ICS. So, and there were some different opinions, and I would just ask that if you felt like now is not the right time for Margarita to come back, I would ask that change your mindset. Maybe that is how you felt, but she is back now, and we want to make sure that she's welcome back because right, we want everyone to be successful. So now that we have her back as a full member of the community, make sure we have everyone successful. Thumbs up? Yeah? Cool. Someone raise your hand and guess what's on the board. Raise your hand. Guess what's on the board behind me. You go ahead and tell the class what you think we're going to do for the next 5 minutes on silent. Jalissa? Complete sentence, please. We're going to work on the do now. 5 minutes on silent participation. Jalissa, thank you for the complete sentence. So 5 minutes. 5 minutes on silent, on the do now, to make sure that you go ahead and get started right away. You have 5 minutes on silent. 5 minutes on silent. Please remember, do nows are graded. So this will be one of your last grades for the quarter. Adalberto, focus. Crystal, please forward. Right. Good. Good. That's nice. Yulissa. No, you just came from lunch. You got lunch. Crystal. I need you to please be focused. If you have a question, please raise your hand.
Just keep going. I'll record.
Thank you, Arturo, for getting started on the now right away. Once you have finished, you have 4 minutes left. Once you have finished your do now, you may go ahead and be reading on silent or looking at your lesson 6 notes and and taking a quick preview of what we're going to be doing. So 3.5 minutes left for us. If you are having a hard time seeing the first one, the first one says that Yostin bought a burger. We just went to McDonald's down the road. Yostin bought a burger, fries, and a soda. The soda was $1. The fries were $2.16. And the burger was $3.54. He paid a 7% sales tax. So what was his total bill? So we haven't talked about tax directly. Right? This is one of the do now questions where we're getting a preview of things. But you guys have bought something before. You guys probably bought the burger, fries, and soda before. So think, how does it work? Got about 2.5 minutes left. How does it work? Right? If we have the cost of 3 different items, what do we do with that? And then, how can we find the amount with tax? So you guys can figure it out. This is a new application, but it's the same skill we've been using all semester. So you have about 2.5 minutes left. Number 2 says that Sergio and his family go out to frozen yogurt. Sergio's frozen yogurt is 15 ounces and costs $3.60. Once you have finished, please have your dear book out, reading on silent. It is okay to be wrong. It is not okay to not try. We will go over it to make sure that it is correct. We will go over it to make sure that we can correct it as a class, but I need to see everyone trying on their own. 1 minute left. Edward, please take what's in advance and meet me by the door. About 1 minute left. Can you raise your hand if there's anyone else who can't see? Would you mind reading it? Oh, watch secretary. Edward. Well, that's a good thing. It's time to go over. Pencils down, books closed in 5. Thank you, Julissa. You've earned a merit for the slant. Thanks, Sauter. You've earned it for slant. Someone think doing it to slant. It is a new day. Thank you, go to slant. 4. Books closed. 3. Ready to go over. 2, 1, and 0. So we haven't done tax wrong. Thank you, guys, for responding to the slant. We haven't done problem. But someone raise your hand. What could we do first? What do we think is a good first step? 4 or 5 people know when we can start. 4 or 5 people know when we can start. Remember, blocks this period are going to affect blocks previous period. 7, 8 people. All right. AJ, where do you think we can start?
We could start at how much the soda costs and how much the fries cost.
And how much the fries cost? Absolutely. And how much does the soda cost, AJ?
$1.
$1. And Julissa, how much do the fries cost? $2.16. And there's one more piece of information. But really the important thing is, with any math problem, even if we don't know exactly what to do, UA, you can always start with
what do you know?
Okay. Well done, guys. All right, so we have 2 pieces of information. Thank you, AJ. And Risa, what is the 3rd piece of information? What's the price of the burger?
The burger's price is $3.54.
Thank you, ma'am. So someone raise your hand if we have those three pieces of information, as well as the fourth, which is the 7% sales tax. Someone raise your hand, what could we do first to solve? What could we do first to solve? Michelle? We should add what up? Deletion to Mercury not test. Price of total cost. You wait. Turn and track, Michelle. Say, tell us a little bit louder, Michelle.
Tell us what happened.
You wait, go ahead and well track, Michelle. Say, we're a little sleepy. Can you wake us up?
We're a little sleepy. Can you wake us up?
A little bit louder, Michelle.
The price, we have to figure out the price of the total cost.
We have to figure out the price, not of the total cost, but Super Mario Michelle, I apologize that you're the person I called out when you're kind of trying to make your turkey foot. Sorry, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. So it's not the total cost. What do you call it when you go to the store and you buy something before tax is added? We are going to add up the price of all diners. Does anyone know what it's called? Going once? It's not the final cost. What's it called? If you look on receipts, this is just a random question. Going once, going twice. Margarita? It's called your subtotal. Called your subtotal before tax. But your participation, Margarita. Let me jump right back in. So we have $1 for the soda, $2.16 for the fries, $3.54 for the burger, and make sure we line up our decimals. Make sure we line up our decimals. Crystal, if you have a hard time seeing it, make sure you get this time. Make sure you line up your decimals. And someone raise your hand. What is $1 plus $2.16 plus $3.54? Angel R. Complete sentence, please.
$1 plus $2.60 plus $3.54 $6.70. Merit for participation. So that is our subtotal. That's the cost of the items. And then, what do we do next? Does anyone know? What do you guys think we do next? These are takers. We haven't exactly done this, but some confidence. What do you think we do next? Complete sentence. Jennifer? The thing I think we do next is we have to figure out how we'll get the 7% taxes into the equation and how much 7% taxes is equal.
Merit for an excellent statement. She didn't even say how, but she's like, I know we have to use the tax somehow. Does anyone know how? Leslie? 7% into the decimal participation, and 7% in decimal form, Leslie, is 700. So, for the sake of time, all right, let's make sure we actually get to plus 700. We need to multiply first. When we're working with tax problems, we're going to multiply first. Oh, so we have $6.07 times 700. And what would that give us? What would that give us? Out of Archie, where do we get $6.07? Jennifer, Leslie, Junior. Jennifer, why are you raising your hand?
We're raising our hand. All three of us are raising our hand because $6.07 is not what we got. We got $6.70, not $6.07.
Super Marriage Jennifer, Junior, Leslie, that's what you're going to call it. Yeah, Super Marriage Jennifer, Leslie, Junior. I was so pleased you were coming in on silent, but we just have sleepy faces. Guys, you don't learn when you're just exhausted. So, we're at that dangerous game. Where we don't want to get too hyper. But, wake up! Wake! Oh my goodness, literally only one person left. As a class, you missed your favorite game. You missed calling Mr. Burgeleen out on his mistakes.
Yeah, my favorite game to play.
We're going to finish this problem. We're going to finish this problem, and we will have a stretch break right after do not. Let's get through these two problems. It is not $6.07. Silly Mr. Burgeleen. You know place value. $6.70 times 700. That is our percent in decimal form. 7% is 700 in decimal form. $6.70 times 700 is what, Junior? Complete sentence, please.